the Johnny Mayor, and I am continuing with Splatterhouse Arcade. It is no longer Halloween, but we are going to finish up this game by taking on the last 4 stages of the game. So first we're going to take on stage 4 here with some pretty gruesome backgrounds. And a lot of the same types of enemies we faced previously, although we get a new weapon, this harpoon. So we're going to make liberal use of that and throw it right into all of these enemies. We're going to make sure to activate these guys and take on this very disgusting baby-like enemy. And then we have a new type of obstacle here, which is, of course, swinging blades on the floor. Because who doesn't have swinging blades on their floor in their house? I know for me, to get to the kitchen in the morning, I have to jump over a couple swinging blades to get to the refrigerator. And also dodge some bats. So it's actually possible to find a safe spot sort of in between these blades where you can just jump up and down. But I like to do a little bit of a hop back and forth to not risk it. And this next room is one of the most annoying rooms in the game. And that is because there will be clones that will pop out of random mirrors here. So what you need to do is when they come out, punch them in the face, and then do some jump kicks. You'll notice they have basically all of the moves that Rick does. And so you can actually get them into a little bit of a pattern by doing flying kicks. So if you jump and then do kicks, sometimes they will get stuck and their AI will not really know what to do. And most importantly, they will not do the sliding kick, which I am just not good at. So to do the sliding kick, what you need to do is jump in the air. And I think you have to press down plus attack and jump at the same time. But I could be wrong there. Like I said, I never do it. It is the most powerful ability that Rick has in this game. Now we get to the boss of stage 4. And that is this cross enemy with all of these severed heads. Now, I don't know why sometimes these heads will come flying at you from the right, and sometimes they'll just fly off the screen to the left. I haven't quite figured out what seems to trigger that, if it's RNG or not. But we want to pick up this hatchet, and then we want to hit the cross, ow, and try to clear out the heads. But the key is to hit the golden cross. Now, this was a heavily censored area out in the TurboGrafx version, where they basically changed the cross to a different symbol, and then what you see after you defeat the cross is different as well. Alright, there we go. Not too bad. We're gonna drop this hatchet. It'll stay on the ground flashing, but you notice there's an altar here with some symbols, and essentially in the TurboGrafx version they cut out the entire thing except the candles. So the candles are there kind of floating in midair by themselves without anything else around them. But a nice little scene. And a not so nice scream. That was Jennifer. So let's head into stage 5. Where we are going to try to save Jennifer. We're going to start off by killing some chairs with a 2x4. You do want to use the 2x4 because it does kill the chairs in one hit. Whereas if you use your fists, it's going to take multiple hits to kill the chairs. Hey, come back here. I want your points so that we can get some extra lives maybe. So far, I think I'm deathless. That probably will not be the case once this is over. Now there's some weird physics on these slanted platforms, so when you jump you have to be very careful. You also have to watch out for these severed hands. But especially the platforms that are angled downward to the right, they will pull you towards those pits, and of course if you fall in the pit you will take damage. But overall it's not too bad. If you just do a quick little hop to the left to recorrect yourself, oftentimes that will clear out the hand and allow you to move on. Now I'm going to go on the upper path. Most people take the lower path, including the speedruns of this game. But I prefer the upper path. I find it to be a little bit easier, at least for me. So we're going to kill these ghosts and then take out these faces that come out of the paintings. And then we do not want to fall in these holes because that will take you to a lower level, which I find to be much more annoying. So not too bad. We want to stay ahead of the ghosts. And once you clear this last ladder here, again, you can go down to a previous level, but if you jump over the ladder, you will actually get pulled into, and we're going to see some more clones here coming out of these mirrors. But you'll get pulled into the end of the level kind of scroll, which will essentially make you invincible, and you will go through the door. They really need some new clothes. These dresses don't look like they're in very good shape. Now there's one more clone here, but we actually don't have to fight it. If we wait until the screen stops scrolling, we can actually just leave them behind and go through the door. We have one more little sub-level here to go before the boss, and that is to deal with some more bloodworms. So I like to just stay to the far right here, kill any of the worms that are coming on the ground, and then turn around quickly and punch any that jump at you. This allows you to essentially avoid most of the worms. And it also allows you to get into that invincibility scroll part of the level. As you'll notice, I didn't get hit there, because I actually got into that scroll area. Looks like we got another life. But it's Jennifer! We did it! We saved her! Come here, sweetheart. Oh no. What's wrong? You don't look the same. You're gonna hop around and throw your nails at us. So this boss has a pretty easy pattern, at least initially. It's gonna jump back and forth, and you just have to hit it about 5 times. I have no idea what she's saying. It's too hard to understand. And then the pattern during the second part of the fight is essentially the same. Sometimes she'll do a little jump instead of a big jump. You just have to stay out of nail range so that you will be able to hit her and knock her backwards. So you want to make sure that you have space behind you. Keep her in a corner. Oh no. This isn't good. Oh man. Yeah. I'm in trouble here. Maybe I can beat her. Oh no. Right to the throat. Well, that didn't go so great. That's why you don't want to get caught in a corner. In general though, not too difficult. During the last part of the fight, again, she'll start using a really low hop, and what you need to be is far enough away that she can't reach you with her nails from the low hop, so that she has to do a second low hop, and then she'll be in range, but you'll be in range close enough to hit her. So it's all about spacing and learning where you need to be to attack and also stay out of counterattack range. Overall, the bosses in this game are not too difficult. They do take a little bit of time to learn the patterns, though. Unless you watch a speed run or a run like this that kind of shows you what the patterns are. Ow. Come on. Okay, a couple more hits. There we go. I think she says thank you, goodbye there. And then this demon comes in and just rubs it in our wounds there with some salt. But yeah, we do not save Jennifer in this game. Now we're going to head into the worst stage. I think it's not arguable. This is the worst stage in the game for a lot of reasons. The main reason is the enemies you're going to be facing, which are these bubbles. And if you allow the bubbles to pop, they will turn into little fetus demon monsters. Like that. And they will jump on you, and they will keep doing damage to you. So if one ends up getting on you, you have to, basically shake yourself quickly to the left and the right to get it off. Now, this stage does have some pretty awesome music, but the enemies are terrible, and it really does seem like it's RNG. Like, it's very easy for the level to decide, we're just gonna put 5 bubbles on the ceiling and 4 bubbles on the floor, and you're not gonna have any time to kill any of them, like this. And then you're basically screwed. There's nothing you can do. You're gonna take some hits. Now maybe that's the arcadeness of this game, but we have made it to the end here. We have this pulsating, whatever it is, a heart, brain. We just want to 100-hand slap it, hit it as quickly as possible, destroy any bubbles that come near us and any of the demons. We just hit it quickly and as fast as possible and as much as possible. And then run away from it, because when it kind of bleeds out here, its acid or blood or whatever that is can actually kill you. Similar to stage 2 with the chandelier. But we have made it to stage 7. So the level itself is not too bad. What's annoying about stage 6 and 7 is that because there aren't sub-levels, basically if you die on the boss, you have to redo the whole level and then fight the boss again. Whereas in previous levels, we had to go through sub-levels, and that allowed you to restart at the boss each time if you died. Ugh. Okay. So not too bad. The boss, though, is annoying for a lot of reasons. And I can only take 1 hit, so this is probably not going to last too long. First he throws these stones at you, and then he kills you. So I will meet you back here, once I clear the level. Let's try that again. So he'll come up and he'll throw stones at you, and you want to dodge them. Again, they seem random, and then he will try to grab you. So you need to dodge his hands. And basically, I like to start off on the far side of the screen to try to get some of the stones to go that way, and then just head up to him and punch him as quickly as possible. Now, if you stay back until all the stones are done falling, the hands will start coming out, and it becomes a lot more difficult to hit him. So at least for this early part of the fight, I like to rush him when he's throwing the stones and hit him as quickly as possible, and then try to dodge the hands as much as I can. Again, we have some pretty awesome music, and you might have noticed the little animation that created the boss. It was actually from the terror mask that we're wearing. So I guess we released the terror mask here, yes, to create this demon, but now it is dead. There's a little bit of a photosensitivity warning here, as the boss is gonna fade into oblivion. But we have done it. We have cleared out the Splatterhouse. We did not save Jennifer, unfortunately, but there are 2 more games in the series that maybe someday I'll get to, and perhaps we'll have another chance at it. So 2 deaths, not too bad, and over 200,000 points. Again, not too bad. We get a little bit of a silhouette shot of someone that is totally not Jason Voorhees. Well, not anymore. Not without the mask. And then a credit scroll. Now, if you did watch the Friday the 13th movies, Jason actually did not wear the hockey mask in the second movie, which is where he debuted as his adult form. I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler. Jason's not actually the killer of the first Friday the 13th movie. But if you haven't watched it by now, I think it was made in like 1979 or the late 70s. Well, that's on you. They're good movies. They're incredibly cheesy and overly gory, but I like them. But here we are at the end. The mansion burns in the background. We destroyed the terror mask and the demons within, but we did not save Jennifer. And that is the end of our journey through Splatterhouse Arcade. A fun game, if a little annoying at times. Some of the levels are a bit too complicated and devious in terms of its spawn location of enemies, the RNG. But overall, it's a pretty fun, beat-em-up, kind of side-scrolling game with some platforming elements. And of course, the excessive gore. So a good Halloween game, which was the purpose of this series. So as always, viewers, I hope you enjoyed as we went through the original Splatterhouse for the arcade. I now have done both Splatterhouse Arcade and the TurboGrafx version. And so next up, if I continue the series, hopefully someday, will be Splatterhouse 2 on the Genesis. So as always, thank you for the continued support. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all in my next episode of my next series. Let's see the little reveal here at the end. There's the terror mask. Oh snap. It's not dead. What a twist. Can we enter our name for the top score, please? Let's see the end. Or is it going to say Finn? No, end. Alright. I'll put in my name, and that'll be it. So long. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please press like and leave a comment below. Please also subscribe to my channel and press the notification bell. See you next time.